number like 4.8, and I want you to multiply it by 10. So the steps are to first count the number of zeros. How many zeros do you see in 10?
1.
1 0, okay. And then the next thing is for every zero, move the decimal right. So how many times are we going to move the decimal to the right?
1.
One time. And you can label that if you want. So your new number is 48.
Okay. Wait, I also have the same question about it. So we don't have to multiply 4.8 times 10, right? Do you just?
That's what we're doing. We're multiplying it by 10, but this is we're doing it a different way. This is the answer. Yeah, 48 is the answer. Okay, so let's try another one here. So you are multiplying by 10, Zoe. I mean, that's a good question. It's just that you're doing it this way by moving the decimal point.
Okay.
So how about 5.7 times 10? Could you try that one for me, please?
Is it 57?
Yes, the answer is 57. You're moving the decimal to the right one time, and that's 57. Good. Okay. All right, so now let's look at a new problem. Let's say it's 6.2 times 100, okay? How many zeros do you have here?
2.
Yeah, you have 2 zeros. So that means, okay, that means you're going to move the decimal. You're going to move the decimal to the right 2 times, 1 and then twice. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is important. If there is a, I don't know what to call it, but we'll call it a missing, what would you call this right here?
Missing egg?
Yeah, missing egg. We can do that. Okay, put a 0.
So what if there's like 2 empty spots? Do we put 2 zeros there too?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. That's right. That's right. Okay, so try this one for me, please. And I'll be right back. Okay, how are you doing on this one, Zoe?
Good.
Yeah.
Is it 590?
It is. It's 590. Very good.
What
Okay.
about the point? Does the point matter anymore? Or
You can put it there you can put it right there, but it's not needed. It's only needed when there's numbers to the right of it.
okay, so I don't have to say like 590 point. I just
No.
okay.
No, but let's look at another problem here where you do need it. Let's say it's 0.025, and I want you to multiply by 100. So how many zeros are there?
2.
2. There's 2 zeros, and you're looking at this number, the 100, not the 0.025. So you move the decimal to the right 2 places. 1, that's 1, and then 2. So now notice the leading zeros don't matter. These don't matter, the ones in yellow. But the ones here in green, they do. So the leading ones you just cross out. These are called leading zeros. Okay, and your answer is 2.5.
Okay.
Is that okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have you try one. What is 0.034 times 100?
I'll work this on my own.
Yes, give it a try.
Okay. Okay, I got my answer.
Okay, what is your answer?
3.4.
3.4. Very good. Okay. So these are the rules. I mean, there's not that many rules. There's you count the number of zeros and you move the decimal to the right. And if there's a missing egg, you put a zero there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess the other rule is that you get rid of these ones here.
Mhm.
Okay. But then there's some problems like you were just asking me. Let's say I have 42 and I want you to multiply by 1,000.
Okay.
Okay. If I want you to multiply by 1,000, how many zeros are there?
3.
Yes, there are 3. So we're going to move the decimal, but where is the decimal?
Um,
And now I'm going to show you it's right there. But you have to know, Zoe, you have to know where that is. You'd say, okay, I know where the decimal is.
okay.
So now how many times are you going to move it?
3.
3 times. So this is where you move it and there's nothing to put there, nothing to put there, and nothing to put there. So what do you do in those missing egg spots?
Put 3 zeros.
Okay, so the decimal is all the way over here to the right again, but it's not needed.
Okay. So this is 42,000.
42,000, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
Yeah, what about the 42? Can it be like 40.2 or does it always have to be 42 point?
It's 42 point.
Okay.
Okay, but you don't write it unless there's something to the right of the decimal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's try another one here. How about 982 times 100? Could you try that one for me, please?
I have one question about this one.
Okay, what is your question?
How do you say like if it's like 982 point. Do you just say 00 or
No, tell me the digits of your answer. Give me the numbers in your answer. Do you just one by one? Give me the first number.
9
Okay.
2 point
Nope. Can't be 2. What's next to the 9?
8
Okay.
2
Okay.
point 00.
Okay. And that's your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so where is the decimal in 982? Where is the decimal?
Next to the 2.
Yes. Okay, now how many times are you going to move it to the right?
2.
So 1, 2. And what do you put in those positions?
2 zeros.
Right, but you're moving the decimal. It's literally moving. It cannot be, trying to grab the right color here. It's no longer there. It's moved. It's now here at the end on the right. So your answer is 98200, and the decimal is there on the right, but it's not needed.
Okay.
All right. So now how do we say this number? What you do is you go every 3 spaces and you put a comma.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then you start by reading it. It's 98 and then 1,200.
Okay.
So you were doing really well in the previous problems when there was a decimal, but if I don't put a decimal, you have to know where to put the decimal.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try another one here. Let's do this. Let's do 5 times 1,000. But you got to do it the way we've been doing it.
Okay.
You have to move the decimal.
Okay, I got it.
What is your final answer?
5,000.
Yeah, so that 5 has a decimal here and you move it over once, twice, 3 times, and we're done. And you put zeros there. So the answer is 5,000.
Mhm.
Okay, now a little bit of review. We'll come back to these, but let's do some review problems. What if you're just multiplying, this is called a whole number times decimal. Do you remember how to do this?
No.
No. Okay, so you take the number without the decimal and you multiply them together. Can you multiply 32 times 3 for me?
Okay, I got my answer.
Okay, what is your answer?
26.
Okay, so 2 times 3 is definitely 6, but what is 3 times 3?
3 times 3 is 9.
9, so 9 right there. Now, this is going to feel confusing, but where is the decimal? Where is the decimal for 96?
Between the 6. See,
Nope,
not
it's right to the right of the 6.
out of red.
Okay, now when you're multiplying by a decimal,
Uh-huh.
You move left, not right, move left the number of decimal places. So how many decimal places do you have in this number up here, 0.32? Just count. How many decimal places do you have? The 3 and then the 2. How many is that?
2.
2. So you move the decimal left 2 places. 1, 2. And you're moving it. You're moving it. So it moves backwards. So your answer is 0.96. Let's try another one.
Okay.
Do you have these notes down?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say it's 5 times 0.43. Okay, so what you do is you're going to take the numbers without the decimals and you're going to multiply them. Let me know when you have an answer there, Zoe.
Okay. I
Do you
have,
need,
yeah, I
okay.
do know.
Okay, what is 3 times 5?
3 times 5 is 15.
So 5 with a carry of 1, and then 5 times 4, what is that?
5 times 4, 20.
20 plus the carry, so that's
21.
21. Yeah.
Oh, I just got a little confused with, because I forgot that we were supposed to do 4 times 5.
Yeah. Okay, so where is the decimal point on 215?
The right.
Right of 5. Okay. Now, how many decimals are there for this number, 0.43?
2.
2. So how many times do we move the decimal?
2 times.
And we're going to go left 2 times. There's 1 and there's 2. So it goes between the 2 and the 1. So your answer is 2.15.
Okay.
So let's try another one here. Okay, so we're going to multiply 120 by 2.1. So you do it without the decimal. So you go 120 times 21. This one's a little bit harder, but I think you can do it. Would you like help doing this one? Maybe we should do it together since it's, yeah, let's do it together. So you start with this 1 on the lower right and you multiply it by the 0 above it. And that's 0. Then you take this 1 and multiply it by the 2.
2.
2. Then you take the 1 and you multiply it by this 1, which is
2.
1. 1. You're multiplying 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, and then this is the new part. You put a 0. Put a 0 in line 2. So then you take 2, or this 2 right here that I'm circling, and you multiply it by the 0, which is 0. 2 times 2 is
4.
4, and then 2 times 1 is 2. And now you add these numbers together. Okay, is that okay so far?
Yeah.
So now you add vertically. You add the 2 zeros. Now you add the 2 and the 0. You're always adding vertically.
Okay.
1 plus 4 is 5, and then a 2.
Okay.
Okay, so then 2520 is our answer, but where is the decimal? It's always to the right of that last digit.
Mhm.
So how many decimals are there in this problem?
2. Or
I
1.
see 1. I see 1. Okay, so there's 1 decimal. Okay, so how many places are we going to move it?
1 time.
1 to the left.
1 to the left.
So now here's what's interesting in this problem. Our answer is 252.0, but is that 0 needed?
No.
No, so we can actually just write it as 252. Okay, let's try at least one more problem before we stop for our part of the lesson today.
Mhm.
Let's multiply 12 times 0.52. 12 times 0.52. So that's 12 and then 52.
Do I multiply this one on my own?
Do you want to try it on your own?
I can try.
Okay, let's do it together. You're going to take 2 and multiply it by 2.
4.
That's 4. And then you take this 2 on the lower right and multiply it by the 1.
2.
It's 2. Then you put a 0 here in the next line. So now you move to the 5 and you multiply it by 2.
10.
10. So you put a 0 here with a carry of 1. And then it's 5 times 1 plus 1.
6.
Yes. So you add these together vertically. So that becomes 624. Where's the decimal in 624?
On the right.
On the right. And then how many decimal places are there in 0.52?
2.
Okay, so how many times do we move the decimal to the left?
2 times.
Once and then twice. So our new number is
6.24.
6.24. Okay, I know this was a lot. Maybe maybe take some time to review these questions later today or watch the YouTube.
Yeah.
But that is it for our portion of the lesson today. So I'll stand by and wait for Michael to jump in.
Okay, thank
You're welcome. Hey, Michael.
Hello.
Hey, Michael, how are you today?
Good.
It's awesome. We're going to keep working on division today. Hopefully we're going to get it this time.
Okay.
All right, let's look at our first problem here. Do you have pencil and paper out to take some notes today?
Yes.
And do you have your multiplication table out?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, we're going to do 49 divided by 3. 49 divided by 3. And to do this problem, we need to first figure out how many times does 3 go into 4?
1,
One time, yeah. And what is 1 times 3?
3,
3. Okay, now we're going to subtract. What is 4 minus 3?
1,
1. Bring the 9 down. Now this one's a little bit harder, but it's the same question. It's how many times does 3 go into 19? Okay, now if you're not sure, that's okay, but what do you think?
3.
Okay, so let's do this. What's 3 times 3? Do you have your multiplication table?
Yes.
Okay, what is that? What is 3 times
9.
3? It's definitely 9, but we want 19. So let's go 3 times 4. What is that?
12.
Okay, let's keep going here. 3 times 5 is
15.
15. And 3 times 6?
24.
Try again. Are you looking at your multiplication table?
21.
Are you looking at your multiplication table?
Yes.
Okay, 3 times 6. You're looking for the row with 3 and the column with 6. I'll get mine out and we'll compare here. All right, I'm going to drop this into the chat also in case you need to access it. But let's look at that multiplication table together here, and we're going to see that. Let me get it up here. So that's why I asked you to have it out. It does take me a while to get mine. I don't have this handy. So 3 times 6.
8.
So yeah, 18. So you go to that row with the 3, column with the 6. You're like, all right, there it is. So 3 times 6 is 18. So we're close, right? We're close. What is 3 times 7?
3 times.
3 times 7. So you go to your multiplication table.
21.
21. Do you see how 19? Sorry, my screen is just lagging a little bit. 3 times 7 is 21. And 19 is between 18 and 21. Do you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that means a 6 goes here. What is 6 times 3?
Excuse me.
No problem. What is 6 times 3, Michael?
18.
18. And then you subtract, what is 19 minus 18?
1.
1. So that's your remainder. You have a remainder of 1 when you're all done.
Okay.
All right, let's try another problem here. Can't figure out. Okay, here we go. I'll just make one up here. Let's go 92 divided by 7. 92 divided by 7.
Okay.
So how many times does 7 go into 9?
1.
1 time. What is 1 times 7?
7.
7. You can subtract. What is 9 minus 7?
2.
2. And then you bring the other 2 down.
Okay.
Okay, so now you have to figure out how many times does 7 go into 22. So what you're really doing, Michael, let me grab this thing for us again. What you're really doing is you're going to do you like looking at it by column or by
Yeah.
row? Which one do you prefer, row or column? This is, you like column. Okay, so find the number bigger than 21. I'm sorry, bigger than 22 and less than 22 in that column. Do you see that 21 is less than 22?
Yes.
Okay, so 22 goes right in the middle of those. So we want to choose the smaller number. See how we're choosing between 3 and 4?
Yeah.
So we want to choose the smaller number. We want to choose 3. What is 3 times 7?
21.
21. And you subtract. And what is left over?
1.
1. So your remainder is 1. All right, did you get all those notes down? I'm sorry, I just went way by it.
Yes. Yes.
Great. Okay, let's try another one here. Let's try 47 divided by 3. So how many times does 3 go into 4?
1.
1 time, yeah. So 1 times 3, you subtract. What is 4 minus 3?
1.
1, and then you bring the 7 down. So again, you go to your chart here, and now we're going to look in the column with 3. The reason it's 3 is because that's the number over here on the left. So you want to find the number just smaller than 17 or between them. Do you see how 15 is a little bit smaller than 17?
Yes.
Okay. So
5.
5, yeah. So 5 goes up here. What is 5 times 3?
15.
15, good. You're really getting this today. It's great. And then you subtract.
So 17 minus 15 is 3.
Try again. Remember, you can count up from 15. You can use your fingers. you count, you go, okay, 16, that's 1, 17, that's 2.
7.
What do you mean 7?
7.
7 what?
17 minus 15 is 7.
Nope. So it's 2, Michael, 2. 17 minus 15 is 2. Okay, so you have a remainder of 2. Okay, so let's try another problem here. Let me know when you get these notes down.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to a new problem here. Let's do 37 divided by 2. Okay, so 2 goes into 37. How many times does 2 go into 3?
1.
1 time. What is 1 times 2?
2.
And then you subtract. What is 3 minus 2?
1. 1.
Yep, bring the 7 down. So again, you go to your table and now you look in the column. Well, actually, which column do you look in, Michael?
2.
2. And you figure out where is 17 in that column. Well, it's not there perfectly, but it's between which 2 numbers?
8 and 9.
17, Michael.
16 and 18.
Yes, we're looking at 17. And so we choose the smaller number.
8.
8. Okay, so now take 8 times 2 and subtract.
1.
1. So you have a remainder of 1. Okay, are you ready to try a problem on your own?
Yes.
Okay. It's no different than what we've been doing. We're going to do 4 into 57. Give that a try, please.
$14.
Okay, is there any remainder?
I forgot to do that part.
You're almost there.
1.
Yeah.
1. Okay.
All right, let's try another one here, Michael. I want you to try this one on your own. 33 divided by 2.
11.
Okay, so it definitely goes in there one time. 1 times 2 is 2. Then you subtract 13. Okay, now how many times does 2 go into 13? And that's again where you've got to have your multiplication table. Which column are you looking at?
So the 2.
The 2 column. And you're trying to find 13. Where's 13 in this?
6.
Yeah, 6. And 6 times 2 is
6
12.
times 2 is 12.
That's right. And then 13 minus 12 is
1.
1. So there's a remainder of 1.
Okay.
Okay, so let's have you try another one here, Michael. 75 divided by 6. So 6 goes here. 75 goes here.
Twelve.
Okay, so it goes in one time. 1 times 6 is 6. And then you subtract. Okay, you bring the 5 down. And yeah, 12 goes there. What is 2 times 6, Michael?
12.
Okay, and when you subtract, what's left over?
3.
3. And 3 is your remainder. Remainder of 3.
Okay.
Okay, let's try another one here. Let's go 92 divided by 8. Okay, so that's 8 into 92.
Two. 12.
Okay, so it's 1 times 8 is 8. And then you subtract, bring the 2 down. And then how many times does 8 go into 12?
2.
So who is your sister there giving you the answers?
No.
Okay, because definitely don't want to do that. Now let's look at the column 8. Okay, You should be going to your multiplication every time. 12 is between what two numbers?
8 and 16.
And you want the smaller number, so what does that correspond to?
1.
1. What is 1 times 8?
8.
Okay, and now you're going to subtract. What is 12 minus 8?
3.
Nope, try again. Michael, what is 12 minus 8? You can use your fingers to count. Say, put one finger up and say 9. Hold one finger up and say 9.
9.
Okay, then hold another finger up and say 10.
10.
Then hold another finger up and say 11.
11.
Then say, hold up another finger and say 12.
12.
How many fingers are you holding up?
4.
4. There's your answer. All right, let's try a couple of problems here, Michael. Let's go 13 minus 8. Could you try that for me, please, using the counting method we just talked about?
Five.
Yes. And try this one. I don't hear you counting. Hopefully you are. That's an important part of this.
20, 21, 3.
3. Perfect. Yes. Let's try another one here. Okay, give that a try, please.
5.
Yeah, 5. All right. Great job today, Michael. Did really well. That does take us to the end of our lesson for today. So I will see you on Wednesday. Hope you have I'll see you next week. Hope you have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.